What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond, and I'm back with my only review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all, Kimmy and Tisha are the most miserable bitches on the fucking planet. Sorry, not sorry, because these two women have gotten in their heads that the way that their life is being planned out is way different than what we're seeing on screen. And they're just keep on enabling each other's bullshit and delusions because they are afraid of the truth about their own lives, but yet they think that they can come and attack other people and want them to be more transparent about their lives, and it's just very insane. But we're gonna get into that. So let's start off with Chris and Nell. They are having lemonade in the backyard. They invited Kayla over to discuss the rumor that Destiny brought to them by Twan, because it was being said that Kayla and Twan might be dating, and they are not sure how they will feel about the relationship. They don't think it will be a big issue, but of course there is a big issue because there is a bitch age gap between the two of them. Twan has been married, he's divorced, and now he has two teenage children. The plot thickens. That would make me wonder about the relationship as well, because I wouldn't want my daughter or my sister to date somebody who has a 10-year age gap between that person, because that's what I believe. If Lance and Twan have been friends for a very long time, and Lance is 34, Twan got to be around the same age, and this man has had life experiences that I don't think Kayla should be connected to. Kayla is a young woman in her early 20s. She should still pursue life the way she should see fit, and she shouldn't be tied down to a man who is obviously not ready to settle down, because I don't think he is, because we see him navigate whatever he got going on with Destiny. So I wouldn't want nobody to play with my sister or with my daughter like this. So Kayla comes by. She is handling her new program director role really well. She enrolled 2 new students. Then we talk about the rumor. Is it true? Is it not true? She said it was something that she wanted to let them know in a different way. She didn't want them to find out this way. They are at a loss for words because they look at Twan like a son, and you are our daughter. We should have known at some point that y'all were interested in one another. And if y'all were interested in one another, y'all did a very good job hiding it. She said, we wasn't hiding it. We just wanted to make sure if this is what we wanted to pursue. And if it was something we wanted to pursue, then we're going to reveal it. How long would that take, Kayla? How long? Because it sounds to me you were trying to hide it because you know how your parents can get, especially you know how your mama can get. You knew she wouldn't have agreed to want you to date Twan based off of how they know Twan, based off of what he got going on. They wouldn't want you to deal with that, and you shouldn't want to deal with that. But then she says that she knew Twan before it was this big introduction that they were introducing him as their godson. She worked at a bar, and he was the security guard for that bar. They exchanged numbers. Then they were seeing each other, going out on dates, getting to know one another. But Miss Nell was on the same time I was on. But he's been around Lance for a minute. So how could he have not have connected that you were his sister? She said that people didn't even realize that Lance and Kayla were siblings. How do they not know you guys are siblings? Looking at you, I can easily see Chris. Looking at Chris Jr., I can see Nell's face. Looking at Lance's face, I can see Nell. You mean to tell me nobody recognizes you as being one of Nell and Chris's children? Nobody can look at you and say, oh my God, you Chris's sister, aren't you? Oh my God, you definitely Lance's sister, huh? Are you for real right now? And Nell said that y'all have had friends that have come by the house, and y'all have had a lot of lasting friendships who have watched Kayla, you know what I'm saying, have been a protector of Kayla. Like Kayla has literally been the little sister to almost every one of Chris's friends or Lance's friends. So how could they not have connected the dots that you were his sister? You don't get recognized when you're out in the grocery store? You can miss me with that. Huntsville cannot be that damn small that no one can see you and know you are related to Lance, Chris, or Nell. Like, get the fuck out of here with that, Kayla. You can fucking miss me with that shit. I know when me and my mom head out to LA, we're always getting stopped by somebody who knew our grandmother. They could easily look at my mom and say, oh, you Evelyn's daughter, aren't you? Hell yeah. Like, please, Kayla, please. You can miss me. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the Cosby Show, when Vanessa announced that she was engaged to Dabness, but yet she told nobody who she was dating, and she's known about this engagement for 6 months, and yet she expected for everyone to just understand, get along, move forward, but we know nothing about this guy. And how could you say you've been engaged for 6 months and we supposed to be like, how the hell did that happen? So Kayla, no, miss me. Nell's at a loss for words because we usually don't have secrets. We tell each other everything, and you held this from me, and I want to understand, how could you held this from me? Why? Because I think she knew you wouldn't approve. That's why she wanted to hide it. I think she wanted to be so far in a relationship, well, y'all had no choice but to accept it. But that's not fair. That's not right. And I'm confused as to why would Twan make it seem as if it was a rumor, and if anybody caught on to it. But if you and Kayla were actually figuring out a way to get to know one another and date one another, why would you tell Destiny it was a rumor? That's weird. Did you want Destiny to tell Nell? Where this was your introduction of getting them to understand what y'all got going on? Like, this is a weird roundabout way to either beg for blessing or ask for blessing, ask for a conversation. Like, this is a very roundabout way to get the approval of you wanting to date their daughter. I don't understand that. But Chris want to know, does anybody else know? She said no. Okay, we're going to have a conversation because we got to get through this right now. So we're going to move on from there. We got Kimmy and Tisha. Tisha goes over Kimmy's house, and she lets us know that Marceau took his son to Rome to see Kendrick Lamar. Where at in Rome? Rome, Georgia? Excuse me, Rome, Texas? You mean Rome, Italy? All the way to see Kendrick Lamar? How much did that cost? Because I know them tickets cost to go see Kendrick Lamar, and you traveling internationally. So Marceau, you had the means to take you and your son to Rome, Italy to go see Kendrick Lamar, but yet you can't complete your wife's office. You can't complete your wife's dream home. You can't complete Kimmy's restaurant. But you got all the time and the money in the world to travel to Rome, Italy with your son to go see Kendrick Lamar. Hey, I love Kendrick. I would love to go see one of his concerts, but was this a only father and son trip? Was this not a family trip? Was this a graduation gift? What was this? It's just so crazy to me. There is another time where we are seeing Marceau travel without Tisha. Tisha, you always be stuck in Huntsville, ain't you? You will never see nothing more than Huntsville. You'll probably see Atlanta if you are, on your best behavior, but you won't see nowhere else. That's crazy to me. Anyway, can we talk about her frustration as to why it's taking too long to complete the project that Marceau was supposed to do? Because if it was another contractor, he would have been fired already. She would have already hired somebody else. She had fired the grass guy for less. Well, that's the point, Kimmy. I don't know why you keep on dealing with that, because you want to keep it in the family. But if the family aren't treating you like you are a paying client, then that's something that you need to stop allowing to happen. But we all know Marceau is taking advantage of the fact that you are family, which gives him the license to not do the job that he was supposed to do. Bad business practices, okay? So then we talk about Trish's theme party. Everybody's excited about it. But then we talk about Tisha's argument with Destiny at her open house. Tisha starts from the middle, makes it seem as if she was coming from a curious place of, is this Destiny's first listing? Because she didn't see her broker sign outside. She saw another photo. No, Tisha, you came in being shady. You had the energy of wanting to shade her. She caught it and she responded to it. Every time Tisha does something to be passive aggressive or to start off being shady, she can't handle it when someone tells her she's being shady, because she thinks she has the license to come at somebody else sideways, and you can't do it to her. Don't have time. But listening to the two of them go around the mulberry bush to not hold each other accountable is insane to me. Because you want to make it seem as if you wanted to catch Destiny in a lie because she told something to Kimmy, who told you about it, and you thought that Destiny wouldn't tell you the truth, but she told you the truth. And Kimmy, I don't know why you keep on making it a difference with the way that Destiny had a different tone and how she talks to people versus how you see Tisha come at other people sideways for no reason. We're not talking about how Destiny used to come across, Kimmy. That is not the point. To try to make it a measuring contest, how it's on the same even playing field, that Destiny used to have a tone with y'all, and now it gives license to Tisha to have a tone with her. No, it don't. Those are totally two different situations as to why Destiny had a tone. That is from way back when. You're conflating, Kimmy. The energy that Tisha can come across can be very offensive, okay? You can come across offensive, but because y'all don't want to recognize the way y'all like to come at people, y'all be confused when someone gives you that same energy and you wonder why it's all this hostile, because y'all are coming at them that way. Remember, Kimmy, you didn't like that Nell was calling you out for your energy and you want to say, I'm going to throw you in the pool. What? I swear to God, these two women don't like the truth being presented to them. They cannot handle with the way they come across because they're too busy trying to overtalk, use big ass words to counteract somebody else's energy, and yet they're not looking at themselves. Like, I can't do that. So then we got Tisha want to do the whole woe is me thing, as she always does, to say that people used to bully me in middle school with the way that I talk, with the way that I say things, and that's what me and Destiny had our moment. Like, that's what it reminded me of. Her laughing about me, her joking about me. It reminded me how I was bullied in middle school. Tisha, go to hell. Tisha, grow up. Grow up. Get over people talking about your fucking speech impediment. Hell, that's your mama's problem. She should have been made sure you knew how to have proper conversations, use complete sentences and shit. All this event and stuff. Like, get the hell out of my face with that shit. You are a fucking child, okay? Get over it. You can't handle when someone is being just as combative as you because you don't know how to stand in on your own 2 feet. You look for someone to save you. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not doing this with Tisha. I'm not. And Tisha, you are so hypocritical and you're such a fucking contradictory. You are. To say out of your mouth that you are not the kind of person that will bring up something that other people are sensitive to talk about. You're not on that mean girl stuff. Are you kidding me? What do you mean, Tisha? From the beginning of how this show came on our screen, you've been on that mean girl shit. When you constantly talk about Melody's problems in her relationship, you kept talking about your cousin's problems, you brought up what Destiny got going on, you kept on doing it with Miss Nell. Are you for real right now, Tisha? You and Kimmy have been on mean girl shit since season fucking 1. The hell we talking about? No. You call it mean girl when it's done to you. But when you do it to other people, it's you just trying to have conversations. It's just you wanting people to be transparent. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. And then, Kimmy, I don't know where the hell you got this from when you say that Destiny and Nell, they have reacted out of meanness when they're not happy in their situation. Name a time that Destiny and Nell have acted out and have been at y'all because of what they got going on. Because if you discussing Destiny not taking Tisha's side about what Nell got going on as her being mean, if you're talking about Nell responding to the fact that she has a lot going on and y'all keep on questioning her as a way for her being mean, I don't know what you mean by that, because y'all two have a lot going on in y'all lives that y'all don't want to discuss. We've seen it play out on our screens. Kimmy, your husband told you he will be okay if you was to divorce him and find somebody else. He is okay with that. And you got mad that he said it in that way and you want to control how he said it because you don't want the truth to come out about how he really ain't fighting for this relationship like he should. He don't care anymore. And you're mad about that. Tisha, the same applies to you. Your husband isn't correcting the conversations about the cheating allegations and you're mad that no one else is following that same protocol of not telling you about it. No, not telling you about it, of not opening up that conversation. You're mad that your husband is not protecting you in those rooms where things are being discussed about your relationship and he's not shutting it down. You're mad that everybody else is wondering how are you feeling about it. You're mad that people want to know why aren't you talking about it. Like, you two got a whole lot to deal with. Kimmy, let's talk about how combative and defensive you were when Maurice's DUI came up in conversations and you didn't want nobody else to talk about it. Make it make sense. Y'all are always talking about other people's situations, but y'all do not like it when it's back to you. Moving on. These bitches is crazy as fuck. We got Trisha's event. It's a drag show brunch. I want to go to drag show brunch. I heard they're very, very fun. She wants all the ladies to come. This is literally like a scene filler. You know what I'm saying? Trish got to do something, right? But the whole theme is start anew, fresh start, all that kind of stuff. Sharon was there, and Sharon, she all in the mix, okay? She told Kimmy and Tisha she had heard that there were problems in this group between Destiny and Tisha. And you know what? I hate it when Tisha and Kimmy act so oblivious, like their own problems are not being presented, like y'all not aware of what's happening. Like, this is a very small group of people. So things get spread very easily, very quickly, because there's not a lot of people that y'all can talk to. It's literally like less than 5 of y'all. Anyway, we see a flashback of Sharon, Nell, and Trish, and she's informing about who's mad at who, and she can't understand why. I just want Tisha to keep it a buck about how she feels, because she always does this. and she laughs at any point where she knows she's feeling uncomfortable about something, but she projects it and thinks like she's unbothered, but she is in fact really, really bothered. And to say how I'm not mad at anybody, but you are though. When you said you were so excited to see everybody, but yet you mentioned, oh, by the way, Destiny might be here, so we'll see how it goes. Then you're not cool with everybody. You just can't keep it a buck and say, you know what, I'm not mad. I'm just irritated that me and her in this awkward place. Like you want people to walk on eggshells and not tell you how they feel because you want everyone to operate about how you want them to operate. Be on good terms with what you want them to be on good terms with. Follow on how you feel. Nobody has time for that shit. Really, really don't. So Destiny arrives. She has given everybody a hug, even Tisha. Tisha felt the way about it. And here's my thing, Tisha. You don't know what you want to be mad at. Because I feel like even if Destiny didn't hug you, you would have felt the way. Now because she did hug you, you feel the way. Anytime Tisha wants attention from somebody that she claims she don't want attention from, she finds ways to get that attention. Can't do it. Now, as far as how the drag show was commencing, it was an empty ass place. So I don't know if they shut this place down. It was early in the day. I have no idea, but it wasn't popping, right? Nell finally arrived. She was fashionably late. Trish tried to call her out for being fashionably late, but it's like, girl, I am, and I'm happy I'm late. At least I didn't come in looking simple like you. Like, Trish missed me. I don't know why you're trying to shake Nell about anything. Now, for what it looked like, Destiny and Nell, they mostly had a fun time. They were the ones excited about, you know, the drag performers and everything. And Kimmy is like a dog with a bone. Like, she really want to understand, what is this new beginning? What does this mean? Kimmy, just enjoy the party. Like, why do you want to keep on wanting to get down to something? You always want to get to the bottom of something. You always want to explain what something is. Like, can't stand Kimmy. Like, she literally is itching for a confrontation. She's itching for like a big reveal or something. I can't. So once the new act came, I recognized one of the drag performers. It was La Ree from RuPaul's Drag Race. What's up, La? You got a check, girl. Good for you. So now they sit down, they eat, and they wondered, what is this new beginning? So this new beginning is she's leaving her job of 20 years, and she is now pushing forward to being a full-time entrepreneur in the fitness world. Cool. The only people who were confused about why this was called a new beginning was Kimmy and Tisha. Then she's also going to enter full entrepreneurship in fitness with Ken. They're going to still go into business together. Tisha asked her, do you think you can trust him? Do you think he tells you everything? Now, of course, Trish has a hard time talking about how she feels because she's short circuits. Her eyes stay closed. She can never complete a sentence. It's like, girl, you have a hard time being honest with yourself. Like, your body really cannot handle it. You know, they were going through a couple of rough patches in their relationship, which we all know. And she spun the block and was dealing with somebody. Destiny makes a joke about it was Martell. She wants to still lie and say she did nothing with Martell. And I really don't like it the way that Kimmy and Tisha want to constantly interrogate somebody's dating life. So it's like, y'all can't always like be so invasive towards other people's relationship, but then y'all wouldn't like if it was done to you. And you know, she's just pretty much recognizing that both him and her, they realized what they wanted wasn't what they wanted, so they wanted to come back and figure it out. And it was all about the communication, all right? And they realized what we have is worth fighting for. So it could be another opportunity for us to figure it out. And then she also mentioned that the comments got to Ken. She didn't feel a way about the comments, but he did. And Tisha said, well, if he's so easily swayed by the comment section, then what makes you think it's not going to happen again? All throughout this conversation, it's very funny to me that Tisha is the one who is asking all of the right questions, but she is the wrong person to ask, because she has been the main one since day one who don't think that we should be attacking other people's relationship. We shouldn't be judging. We shouldn't be criticizing. We shouldn't do anything like that. But she can't handle it when it's done to her. And to say that you shouldn't trust somebody who gets easily swayed in the comment section. Do you not recall how you were affected by the comment section the first season, Kimmy? Tisha? You blocked your comment section the first time you were on this show because you went through a state of depression because your husband did not protect you from what was being said about you and what was said about your relationship. He didn't say nothing. He got mad at you for responding. He got mad at you for acting like you are affected by the comment section. So, Tisha, respectfully, not respectfully, shout out to J. Lee's Corner. Go to hell. Get out of my face. Shut the fuck up. Now, Nell was in her confessional saying it isn't healthy with the way that Trish is navigating her relationship. It's not good for her children. We've all been saying that, and they don't need to be together. They're both toxic. They both can't trust one another. It is what it is. So then, Nell was happy that Destiny showed up because she spoke to her earlier. Destiny wasn't sure if she was going to show, but she came. Trish is drunk because she is just trying to open up the conversation about why Destiny and Tisha have an issue, but she couldn't make any sense about it. Tisha wanted to make it seem as if Destiny was making fun of her when she wasn't. She was addressing her feelings. And then here comes Kimmy, now want to come out and say she wasn't making jokes. She was really talking about how she felt because you guys have had a great relationship, but lately there are moments where you guys are good, and then there are moments where you guys are not good. And Destiny explained it exactly how Kimmy has now explained it. Because even though, Kimmy, let me also call you out for this. You did not even check Tisha the first time she went off on a tangent about how Destiny was making fun of her. Destiny was laughing at her. And she brought up how she was bullied in middle school. You didn't check her then. You didn't say, well, that's not what that was. That's not how that was supposed to have made you feel. That wasn't what that was. You didn't do that when y'all had your own one-on-one. Now when you're in front of everybody, now you want to be seen correcting Tisha by saying that's not what that was. It wasn't about making fun of you. Oh, fuck you, Kimmy. You are not to be trusted whatsoever. And then let me also tell you this though, Tisha. Kimmy was also the one laughing about what Destiny said because it was funny because she's been there with you as well. Again, Kimmy, you said out of your own fucking mouth you would not be friends with Tisha if it wasn't for y'all being sister-in-laws. You wouldn't deal with her because she's too much. You said that. So then Nell was wondering, does Destiny owe her an apology? She said, fuck no. I have apologized for her way too many times. I'm not doing it again. Then here goes Tisha throwing it in Destiny's face about how she was there for her. But the way that she said how she was there for her, she said that she would call me on the phone complaining about what she got going on. Are you sure it's not venting? Are you sure it's not her expressing when she has a lot going on? Because we all know Destiny did have a lot going on when she was on the show a few seasons ago. And she didn't tell nobody. She couldn't say anything. That's why we didn't know why was she there, because she wasn't being transparent. But for you to say she was complaining, that lets me know you weren't really listening and you weren't really being a supportive friend while she was talking about what she got going on. And if you want to bring up what she got going on with LeBear, go ahead and lay it out there. We already know. We saw everything unfold outside the show of what she got going on with LeBear. But you saying that she was complaining, then you weren't being a real supportive friend though, Tisha. You weren't. You were waiting for another opportunity to bring up what she had going on, to expose her, to humiliate her. But Destiny really had a real reason of how she was there for you, because she said, oh, really? I wasn't there for you when you found out your cousin passed away and you were barely composing yourself. You were barely holding on when you were about to pass out in the damn driveway. You were literally breaking down crying on your driveway when you found out that Kiki died. And I wasn't there for you? And she said, oh, that was just that one time. That was just that one time? I'm there for you when you lost somebody who you loved so much, and that's only a one-time thing. Yeah, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for people who like to put me on a meter scale and, tally up points about how I show up as a friend. Listen, if you're not going to recognize how I was there for you when you lost a family member, then I'm not your friend then. And you want to compare how you were a friend to me because I was on the phone with you and I was trying to let you know what I got going on. Like, that's way different than me being there for you when you lost a family member. Oh, fuck out of here with that shit, Tisha. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. All right? So then, the main reason why Tisha has so much venom and so much anger towards what Destiny hasn't been doing is because she wants her to defend her in front of everybody, which means on this platform. Defend her when she's around the group, because she is talking about Nell and Martell. Well, Destiny said you've been battling with Martell for years. I'm not going to jump in a battle that you started, and I don't disagree with that, because Tisha has always had a back and forth with Martell because she has been the one who've always brought things up that Martell has been doing. But you want to make him stop talking? That's not going to work. You want to make her stop being friends with him because he said something about you didn't like? That's not going to work. She's been friends with Martell. She's going to never not be friends with Martell. And then Tisha want to say that her definition of a friend is way different than Destiny's friendship definition. What is your definition? That you want someone to always coddle you, enable you, give you license to be a fucking asshole and never hold you accountable? That's what you call being a friend? Make it make sense. Then you want to bring up about how she has stayed friends with people who've attacked me and my marriage. I swear to God, Tisha has never not moved on from this since season fucking 1, and it's exhausting as hell. She never lets shit fucking go. Because at the end of the day, Tisha, the only reason why you're getting this is because you've always come at other people in their relationship. You kept being the ones to talk about other people's relationships. Are you for real right now? Y'all were the only ones that kept on bringing up what Martell and Melly had going on all over social media. Are you kidding me? You brought your mama on the show to attack her. Are you for real right now? Like, girl, miss me. She act like this was something that just happened to her, as if she has been the one who's been doing it to other people. Then to say that Martell has gone too far. You've known for him to go too far. Y'all was on his side when he went too far towards his ex-wife. Y'all were around it when he went too far. But because it's now on you, now you're mad that he's doing it to you. Girl, please. Girl, please, girl, please. Then we go to the field day event where Martell read her and Marceau didn't do nothing. Destiny said, I was right there in the middle, keeping him from getting into your face. And where was your husband? Sitting on the fucking bench, laughing, watching you defend yourself. And it did not make him or you look any better, because he should not have allowed for another man to get into your face and reveal you got bent over in the back of a Buick. The fuck? These flashbacks are hilarious because, again, I don't care how many times that Marceau wants to turn the other cheek. There needs to be a moment where you need to check a man and tell him, get out of your wife's fucking face and stop bringing up what your wife did when she was in college. Then again, let me also say there's another moment though, Marceau. When you and Martell had a conversation, I think it was at Destiny's rooftop event, you made Tisha sat next to you. Watch how he was telling your wife how dumb she is and that she is the dream wife that every man will ever want. And when I say that, I mean a woman who's not going to say nothing. She's not going to do nothing. She's going to allow for her man to disrespect her, to cheat on her, all because she wants to still have that narrative and that image. I'm a wife. I've been married the longest. Please. He brought Tisha there as a buffer to protect what he didn't want revealed. So he made Tisha the fall guy, the scapegoat. Girl, get out of my fucking face. So then, you know, you expected for her to give you a heads up about what's happening. Why would I give you a heads up when you already are aware of what's going on between you and Martell? And it's so crazy. She ain't brought up Martell since the first part of this season. Now all of a sudden you want to bring him up because of what? She didn't drop Nell like you wanted her to? And you think that it's a pattern? That she is always hanging around with people who's always coming after you? Please, Tisha, go to hell with me. Go to hell with this. Go to hell with this, okay? You feel some type of way about how Destiny got out the car and you thought that was her choosing Nell's side. No, that was for her to get away from you and your bullshit. Like, it's just a whole lot of back and forth that doesn't make any fucking sense. And then how you want to be mad about, she said you got friendship to rest. Like, because you get mad about the littlest things and you keep on bringing up old shit. Like, that's not talking about you. That's not making fun of you. That's calling you out for being a wishy-washy friend. But you said things to me that have hurt my feelings. You want to call me a hoe. You want to call me a snake. Like, girl. And even she had to admit to Miss Nell that snake she showed at the winery was towards her. Like, this is the part where Tisha's never held accountable. For the way that she jokes, the way she comes at somebody. I can't do it. She never takes ownership, but she wants everybody else to take ownership for the things that they say and with the things that they do. Like, girl, please. And then Destiny hit her with the one-hitter quitter. You want to talk about how I don't defend you, rooms you're never in. The only person that doesn't defend you is your husband. That part. Then she gets all high like a fucking banshee. No, don't bring my husband to this. That's going too far. My husband has nothing to do with this. But he does have something to do with this, though, Tisha, because you brought up how people are constantly talking about your marriage. The cheating allegations, so your husband's automatically brought into it. So the fact that it's the truth that your husband don't defend you, now you're mad all over again because I don't know why you're placing so much responsibility on your friend to defend you when your husband's supposed to do that. Kimmy don't know what the hell you're doing. You're still enabling Tisha's reactions, giving her license to feel the way that she feels. You're not addressing how she can go too far. She can overreact to things. I don't want to care. I don't care. Then Tisha wants to accuse Destiny of setting her up with Martell popping up when they went to brunch. Now, with the way that scene played out, I thought that Destiny set her with Martell. I did. But finding out that she definitely was just as surprised as Tisha was when Martell popped up, that was production. Production wanted him to pop up because they wanted you to sit in the scene and address something that you don't want to talk about, and that's why you ran off. So you can't blame Destiny for what production wanted to do. And she was slamming the table. She said, you thinking I was going to have a nigga come in and confront you? You thought I was going to set you up like that? Are you for real right now? Oh, no. Fuck this shit. You want to be on some TV shit? I don't have time. I'm walking off. I'm done. Leave me alone. I'm going to leave before I beat her ass, okay? This is what Destiny was talking about in her interview with No Chaser TV. Shout out to No Chaser TV. She has said that Tisha has been the type of person who will risk a friendship for the sake of having a moment on TV, and this is what it is. For you to be mad of a situation that was already addressed, that wasn't anything that Destiny did, is crazy as hell. Crazy. And I didn't even know that Destiny and Tisha talked about what happened at the field day, moved on, talked about how it made her feel about the ambush of them being surprised by Martell. I didn't know. So it is another moment that Tisha is always bringing up old shit that was already discussed, that was already rectified, but she wants to make it another issue and make it a moment for her to be a victim because she can't let shit go because, again, Tisha is miserable. Tisha is not happy in where her life is. Instead of her addressing how her life has been, she is going to deflect, project on everybody else and want to hold them accountable for not being transparent. Can't do it. Can't do it, can't do it, can't do it. And then the whole thing about hitting below the belt, the hit below the belt went down from Tisha saying that she was listening to Destiny complain. Her saying that her husband don't defend her was not hitting below the belt. That was calling out the truth, okay? Calling out the truth. And, you know, Destiny's trying to find an exit. Nell's trying to tell her, let's calm down, let's calm down. But she said, don't call me out and don't put me in shit that I have nothing to do with, okay? You want to tell me that I don't defend you? I've defended you against your own fucking husband because your husband will defend you. You know what I'm saying? Now, Nell was listening to her, and she said that, listen, she is not going to go against her husband. Now, when I hear her say that, it is pretty much saying she doesn't have the space of telling her husband how things have made her feel. She's not protected in her own relationship. That's why she can't go against it, because he is never going to give her the proper space and the proper room to address how she's felt about things. Let's go to the first reunion when she's just talking to just have a moment to talk, and Martell and Mel are coming at her about how she's always said certain things. He wanted her to shut the fuck up. Marceau wanted her to shut the fuck up and not say shit. Remember that? He has never defended her. He has never defended any of the allegations that have made her feel some type of way. No, absolutely not. So, Destiny was ready to leave. Nell was saying, wait a minute, you too hopped up. I'm coming. Let me get my purse. I'm coming. I'm coming. So, again, you see Tisha stand on her high horse, talk about how she didn't go below the belt, but you have, okay? Now, I don't know what happened. Production must have made Miss Nell stay in that scene because she was sitting there eating. Destiny's waiting outside. She called her. She said, where you at? She said, I'm coming. Don't call an Uber. So then Destiny came back inside because, again, they still wanted to have this scene. They still wanted Destiny to still show up and make it more of a wow thing. Make it more like, oh, my God, it's still happening. And she said, the food is so good, but I'm good. I'm coming. Let me get a to-go box, right? Destiny's waiting, looking visibly irritated. I don't know what's wrong with Tisha. Like, Tisha really has had it in her mind that the things she says, the way she acts, everybody's supposed to just get along with, you know what I'm saying, go along with, accept it, give her the space for it. For her to think she can walk up to Destiny and say, I can't believe you brought in my husband. I thought we were better than that. Better than what? Better than what, Tisha? How are we better than that? When you brought up what I got going on as I was complaining, you called me a snake, you brought in my mugshot, you mad that I don't defend you and I know I have. What are you talking about? I thought we were better than that. Do you not know what better than that means, Tisha? So Destiny was like, girl, shut the fuck up. And she said, you cussing at me? She said, I am. Destiny's walking away, right? Tisha thinks she has the ability to walk up behind Destiny while Destiny has her back turned to her. Then Kimmy wants to grab her and say, no. But here, so once Kimmy grabbed her, Tisha, she said, first of all, don't grab me like that, Kimmy. Don't do that. But my thing is, though, Tisha, if you really wanted to get at Destiny and continue this conversation, you would have automatically removed Kimmy and Trish. But no, you wanted to look like you were about it. You wanted to look like you were about to do something. You weren't about to do shit. Listen, Destiny is a lot of things, right? And I don't deny the fact that Destiny, like, she got hands. She looked like she fights. And I feel like she would have beat your ass. And I would have wanted to see that. Because Destiny was not wrong in any of the situations that she has expressed to you. She has been figuring out with you. And how she's navigated this friendship with you. She has tried her hardest to be a good friend to you. But as it turns out, y'all friendship was never real. Y'all's friendship was off the strength of how y'all didn't like Mel. Now, Destiny, again, I've liked you when you first came on this show. But there were other things that have bothered me about you. But again, I'm giving you a clean slate because I'm seeing more about you that I've been waiting to see. So the fact that you now know for real, Tisha was never your friend. You were a means to an end. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to use you to make herself feel better. You know what I'm saying? And now you recognize that this was never what it was supposed to be. This was never about a friendship. This was about you just wanting to attach yourself to me because you saw that I had a lot going on. Because there are some people who love to attach themselves to people who are at their lowest because it makes themselves look good with where they're at in life. And now don't know what's going on in Tisha and Marcel's life. Don't know where they're at in life. But we are visibly seeing you try to navigate a better life for yourself. We are visibly seeing you do way more than them. You're being honest about your upbringing. You're being honest about how you want your life to be like now that you are a single mother and everything in between. And we are applauding that. We are connecting to that. They don't like that. They don't like it. They're very much upset that you have been the rising star that they didn't want you to become. It's very evident, right? So that was pretty much the end of the scene. You know what I'm saying? And Tisha, no, not Tisha, Nell and Destiny, they leave. I don't know what Tisha was talking about. I've seen Destiny's true colors. Girl, we seen your true colors. Like, the mirror is very much covered in Tisha's mind. She really don't like to see how she portrays herself because everybody else is telling her the complete opposite. That you have a right to feel how you feel. You have a right to act the way you act. It's like you want to give a grown-ass woman the automatic right, the automatic go-ahead to act like a fucking child. I can't do it. But, yeah. That was pretty much the whole episode. I was here for the whole episode. It's very much evident that, again, Tisha's fucking miserable. She's not happy where she's at in her life. And finding out that they also did get renewed for another season. I have no idea how this new season is going to turn out. When is the reunion? Because I've been hearing that this reunion was explosive as fuck. And I cannot wait to see that because I need to know what else has going to happen. I really need to know that. But y'all... That is all I have. I ain't got nothing else for this tired ass bitch. I don't. But y'all, please stay tuned for my next video. And I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye.